Hello, YouTube. My name is Grant, and welcome to the Sidequest.
I'm Justin Scottham.
And I'm Nate Jones.
And our special guest, Josh Howard of Dead at 17 fame, is with us as well. Just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on right now, we've posed a challenge to Josh to draw us an amazing sketch in about 6 minutes.
You had to put the word amazing on it.
Well,
now he's going to be all like sweating, and the paper's going to stick to his hand.
So
Josh,
what are you going to be drawing for us?
I'm drawing Carol Marcus from the new Star Trek movie.
Nice.
dun, dun, dun.
Sounds good.
And we're going to be giving this away to one of you guys.
Indeed.
So I don't know how we're going to do it, but probably you should leave comments and subscribe and share this video to all of your friends. Encourage them to also share this video to all of their friends.
Yes.
And so on. The more shares and the more awesomeness we get, the more likely you are to win this awesome sketch.
Yes. And hopefully we'll be able to give this shortly after the Star Trek Into Darkness is released.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives us a week to prepare.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, in this
Yes.
episode, let's
get down to it.
While he
Brass tacks.
we didn't get to talk about Iron Man 3 in the episode, and I was really excited to do so, so I figured it'd be the perfect opportunity for the side quest.
Yes.
So before we continue, gentlemen, what did you guys think? Oh yeah, spoilers. Iron Man 3 spoilers.
Spoilers.
So what did you guys think?
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and lead out because I do this and you guys trash it later. I freaking loved that movie. I laughed the entire freaking time and was thoroughly entertained by it. I think it was the perfect end to this, almost, because I know it's going to come back even more. But,
It says it at the end of the credits.
yeah, because Iron Man will return.
Yep.
Especially because Avengers 2 is going to come out, so he kind of has to, contractually obligated and such. I don't know. I loved his character in this. I was kind of concerned with the removal of his device, of his life-saving device. He no longer is powering the suits on keeping the shrapnel from his heart. I was like, oh man, well, that's like so synonymous with his character.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
After doing some research and digging into the comics, I know that that's part of his transformation out of that and into the next step. So I'm kind of excited to see where they go with that. But as far as the movie goes, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it too. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like the focus more on Tony Stark rather than the Iron Man.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed seeing him get the arc node taken out of his chest because at least from the comic book background, they really played a lot with the extremis, which is one of the reasons why he was able to remove that arc node, because as you see in the movie, he gets to control everything essentially with his mind and Jarvis, which I thought was really super awesome.
Yeah.
I was a little taken back with what they did with Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
But Gwyneth Paltrow, oh man, she was hot in this movie.
Until the close-up of her hairy arms, I was pretty into it. Once that weird close-up of her hairy arms happened, I was like, you were kind of hot.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like the twist that they did.
Progress
with
shot, by the way.
Yeah, I like the twist they did with the Mandarin.
I enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed that.
I was
it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it at all.
When it first happened. I watched Iron Man 3 with that Daniel Dunn.
Yep.
And right when that happened, I enjoyed it, but I was like, now what are they gonna do? What's happening? But he had a very valid point at the end of the movie. He had brought up the point that technically the bad guy was still kind of a mixture of Mandarin and Radioactive Man.
Yes.
And the tattoos and all that kind of solidified that.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. And I got that. I didn't hate the movie, and it's a comic book movie, so you can't tear it apart.
Right.
I think other than the ridiculous and obvious product placement that happened, it's like, here, kid, here's a whole commercial in your barn now. They're at the end. I think, and this always throws me off, and I know they can't do anything about it, and it pissed me off in the Avengers. I'm like, cool, you're in New York, where's Spider-Man? But especially in this movie, it's like, okay, so there's this terrorist who's threatening America and the president of the United States.
Right. Yeah.
Where the fuck is Captain America?
Right.
Like, I understand you have the Iron Patriot.
Yeah.
Or
But
any of the other Avengers.
why? But of any of them.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need the Iron Patriot when you now have Captain America?
Okay, so going off of that, obviously we don't yet know exactly what the Avengers storyline is going to be, or even we kind of have an idea of what Thor's doing with the release of the Thor 2 trailer, but we also don't know what's going on in the new Captain America movie. So as far as where this plays around in the world, we don't know what time frame it is.
This is true because they do keep those things actually pretty well.
The time frame could be maybe the reason why Captain America is not there is because we'll find that out in
he's in Germany or
something. We'll find it out in
and
Winter Soldier.
That's plausible, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind is like, really? Like the president?
Or maybe they
where
just put him on
Captain
ice?
America, good job,
but
buddy.
like not even like Fury, like
maybe.
no one was there.
But again, that's the problem with now they've exposed the whole team,
right?
And obviously it's too expensive to kind of do things like that, and they're trying to have separate movies. So I get everything about it, but that's one of the hardest things for me to drop. Of like,
right?
Come on. But I mean, for me, again, the movie was entertaining. I thought what it needed to be. Personally, I knew it was going to go downhill once I saw another Marvel character dancing in a black shirt.
Right.
But overall, I think it was funny. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. I liked Favreau's character, even though he was in a coma most of the time.
Exactly.
I liked his character from the past. I liked early. That's great.
It was a fun movie. I want to watch it again.
Yeah,
I do too.
It was good.
I do want to see it again. I think, a lot of comic book movies, you kind of have to do that anyway. Yeah. But there were a lot of little things that I didn't like about it. And
let me ask you, so before you went into the movie, you said, and you may not have said this on the air, but you said it to us at least, you said, I have very low expectations for this movie, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it either way.
Yeah.
So does that still stand up? Did the movie at least meet that expectation? Exceeding your low expectations?
It slightly...
Do not hit the table when the artist is drawing, Grant.
I didn't hit it.
I think it was him.
Was it? Well, I blame Grant for you.
What the fuck?
Well, you were the closest.
I think it slightly exceeded my expectation.
Excellent.
And honestly, it probably had to do with the worst part of the story, which was the kid relationship with Tony Stark. But I think that though it was that
was really weird.
It was a really kind of sulky part and like way to bring the kids into the movie. At one point, it was also a very good illustration of where Tony Stark is going and who he's becoming.
Right.
He was still an asshole to the kid, but he was still being kind of a fatherly figure while calling him out for his bullshit. Like, he was still logical about it the whole time. So
I would have liked
that.
I would have liked to seen a little bit more with the New York experience. But other than that, I thought it was an absolutely amazing job.
You don't have to finish
Yes, you do.
I mean,
He's almost there, man.
Golly. Can you make another one of those for me too? I'll give you 5 more minutes when we're done.
Just take a just take a picture of it. No, but no, go if you haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet. Sorry for all the spoilers, but that's what you get for watching the Sidequest. Definitely go and see it. It's a lot of fun. Just know that you're going to be entertained for 2 hours. That's what I really enjoyed about it was. They weren't trying to trick the audience, really, except for that one little bait and switch, which was awesome. But it was just a fun...
I'm sorry.
It was just a really fun, entertaining movie. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up.
Awesome. Well, I'll definitely give it a solid thumb up. Yeah. It was definitely worth it. It was good.
I give it a thumb and a high five.
Thumb and a high five.
I like it.
I will receive that high five on behalf of fans.
Y5.
Y5.
Sound effects.
Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So stay tuned next week on YouTube as well. Monday, Star Trek Into Darkness hits Mad Mixology. Mm-hmm. So, of course, this channel, but on the Mad Mixology side.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And if you haven't watched the Great Gatsby video yet, please watch that as well, because that's what posted this past week.
Grant makes a whiskey drink.
He does, indeed.
I make a whiskey drink.
It's good.
It is really good. It's really tasty.
So,
but yeah.
Where are we at, Josh?
Almost there.
Nice.
It's almost
there. Not only comment on this video so that it gets you into the contest for our YouTube contest, but also post some comments as well, because that's probably going to be a big point in getting this amazing piece of art being drawn by Josh Howard. But while you're trying to think of that fun, witty comment to put on our YouTube channel, check us out on our website at EpicPodQuest.com. Yep. And you can also comment on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/EpicPodQuest. And as always, we're on Twitter at EpicPodQuest.
Indeed.
I
And
think he
look
just
at
signed
that.
it.
He is signing
So
complete.
in the Sidequest challenge,
Oh my
accepted
God.
and realized.
That was ridiculous.
Did it in just about 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh,
So that's
that is
pretty good.
amazing.
That
Holy-
looks great. Here, let's hold it up here a little bit better.
That is awesome.
Yeah, very, very amazing.
Yep. I do want one of those.
I
Talented.
thought you were about to say something else.
I do want some of those. Let's walk it off.
Let's walk it off.
And walk it off.
Bye, Josh.